Anybody got any advice on how to plant fruit trees? So we're in the orchard, and yesterday we picked up these fruit trees from the local garden center. And this year we're planning on putting 10 fruit trees in this row right here that you see. They're just up against the stakes. They're obviously not in the ground. Hopefully by the end of the week we'll have these things in the ground. We should. But the plan is to have this year's planting right here in this row, and next year we'll put another batch of trees in this middle row, and then the year after that, that third row down there, and then we're talking about putting a fourth row past that third row. Have a little staggered planting situation, and at the end we'll have a little room to expand if we want to add some different fruit. So we're just looking for some advice on what people have done to get fruit trees in the ground. What are your experiences with it? This is the first time of doing it, and we just don't want to screw it up. So figure some people out there have made the mistakes and had some successes along the way, and we're just looking to draw on those. We have pears, nectarines, apples, plums, and peaches. That's all we're going right now. I'm talking about maybe doing something like apricots next year or year after. That's what we have right now. We got 2 of each kind, so 5 different fruit, 10 trees total. And so ultimately we want to put them in the ground. What do we have to be careful of when we put them in the ground? The garden center wanted us to put them in the fall, which makes sense. Here in Oklahoma, central Oklahoma, it gets hot during the summer. So you're already stressed out to plant when you put them in the ground in the springtime, and then they got to deal with the heat of the summer. So now it's kind of an inverse of that, to where we're going to put them in the ground here in September. It's middle of September, and they're calling for a super cold and wet winter here in central Oklahoma, but we'll see how that pans out. So hopefully they survive the winter. They should. Looking around, looks like these are hardy down to the negatives, but we'll see. So what are y'all's experiences with putting fruit trees in the ground? What advice can you guys give? Anything you guys can give, any tips would be appreciated. Thanks, and as always, stay rooted.